So, if you're a roofer in a competitive city, you probably know this feeling. You do incredible work, but when you look online, you're just buried. Well, we're going to fix that. This right here is the blueprint to get your website to the top of local search results, and just as importantly, keep it there.
I mean, this is the question, isn't it? It keeps so many business owners up at night. You search for your own services in your own town, and bam, there they are. Your competitors sitting right at the top. But look, it's not magic. It's because they are winning a really fierce battle for the exact same suburbs and the exact same search terms as you are. But that's all about to change. Okay, let's dive right in. Before you can even think about ranking, your website itself has to be absolutely solid. I mean, you'd never build a new roof on a shaky, rotten frame, would you? Of course not. And the exact same thing goes for your online marketing. A weak website just can't support a strong SEO strategy. So let's build that digital foundation first. The surprising thing is how simple these first steps are, but you'd be amazed how many websites get them wrong. First, your site needs to be fast and super easy to navigate. Second, it has to be mobile ready. And third, it needs to clearly, simply state what you do and where you do it. These aren't just little suggestions, by the way. In today's market, they are completely non-negotiable. Just picture this for a second. A big hailstorm just rolled through town, a homeowner has a leak dripping onto their floor, and they grab their phone in a total panic. If your site takes forever to load or they can't find your phone number in like 2 seconds, they're gone. Just like that, you've lost that emergency call to a competitor whose site was ready to go. All right, so with that solid foundation in place, now it's time to get strategic. And here's a huge mistake I see all the time. Trying to rank for a big, broad term like roofer in a major city, that's like trying to shout into a hurricane. You're just not going to be heard. The smarter play, stop trying to win the whole city. Start winning the neighborhoods you actually serve. And this right here shows you exactly what I'm talking about. Targeting a broad term like roofing company is a massive fight against everyone for leads that, honestly, might not even be in your service area. But targeting a much more specific phrase, what we call a long-tail keyword, like emergency roofer in Brisbane or roof repair in Newcastle, well, that connects you with someone who has an urgent problem right where you are right now. That is a high-quality lead. So the big move here is this. You have to show Google that you are a true local expert. And the best way to do that is by building out dedicated pages on your website for each and every suburb you work in. Talk about the common roofing issues in that specific area. Maybe show some photos from jobs you've already done there. This proves your local relevance beyond a shadow of a doubt. Okay, so your site is solid, and you're targeting all the right neighborhoods. How do you seal the deal? Well, you become the go-to expert. And you do that by creating content that answers the exact questions your potential customers are typing into that Google search bar. Just think about it. What is a homeowner worried about after a big storm? They're going online and they're asking things like, how do I spot roof damage? And then there's the big one, right? What will a roof replacement actually cost? If you can explain the different factors that influence the price, that shows transparency and it builds a ton of trust. Or maybe they're asking, how long do different roofing materials last? See, by answering these questions on your own site, you're not just another contractor anymore. You're a trusted advisor, and that is how you really stand out from the crowd. So the takeaway here is really simple. This content strategy, it does two incredibly important things at the exact same time. It earns the trust of your potential customers, and it gives Google all this valuable, relevant information that boosts your website's authority and, of course, its rankings. It is a true win-win. All right, we're at the final piece of the puzzle. Your website is perfect, your content is super helpful, but how does Google actually know that you're a legitimate, respected business? Well, this is where we build what's called online authority. You can think of it as getting Google to personally vouch for you. Your Google business profile is basically your digital storefront. And honestly, it might be the most powerful local signal you can send to Google. So you have to keep it active. Add fresh photos from recent jobs, constantly ask happy customers for reviews, and post little updates about your projects. All of this tells Google that you're an active, thriving local business. Okay, next up, backlinks. Now, don't let the term scare you. It's pretty simple. A backlink is just a link from another website to your website. And you should think of each one you get from a trusted local site as a vote of confidence that tells Google you're a credible, important player in the community. So, where do you get these votes? Well, you can start with the low-hanging fruit. Get your business listed in all the local directories. Ask your suppliers if they'll put a link to your site on theirs. Join local trade associations. Every single one is another signal to Google that you're a well-connected, established local authority.
So let's put it all together. This right here, this is the blueprint. You've got a strong foundation, so your site actually works for people and for Google. You've got smart local targeting to find the best customers in your area. You have helpful content to build trust and show you're the expert. And you've got online authority to prove you're the real deal. See how each part builds on the last? It all works together to create a really powerful ranking strategy.
And that really brings us to the most important question of all. You now have the blueprint. You have a clear path forward. So, what's your next move? Which piece of this plan are you going to tackle first to start climbing those rankings? The choice is yours.